Yes, Patrick, you are 100% right. Anybody who talks smack about Taco Bell is full of shit. Taco Bell is awesome. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Alright, so we're going to need to clear this out just to grab these items. God damn it. Let's clear this out just to grab the items and then we'll come back. Come on. I should have did this before. I forgot there was this one item on here that I didn't grab. Yeah, just some regular tacos from Taco Bell are awesome. I like them apples. You guys can look at the corpse and pretend you didn't see me whoop his ass. Alright, grab this.
It was supposed to be an easy job for easy money.
Hey, it's English. Good lord. Nice. Got the title Tonfa User. And you are encouraged to use all the different types of items, or weapon types. And that's one thing, like, I don't, like, with the stuff that you pick at the beginning of the game, like your primary and secondary weapons, all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. It's just what you start with. You can change it up later if you want. Alright, we're going to run past these guys. RZ, and run to the boss and get a cutscene. I turn off the kitty cam, but I don't want to mess this up. Buff on. Get debuff on him. That used to catch me all the time. I almost got the debuff on his ass. There we go. So I got lightning on him. I want to get this on him as well. And there we go. Discord debuff on. He's probably bummed. Yep. That Discord debuff, I'm telling you. And that's why I picked that weapon buff to start with. So that I could, not only does it do extra damage and put a debuff on, if we can, especially for bosses, if we can use that plus the spirit weapon or whatever and get the second debuff on, you can tear him a pretty good butthole. Is that the Taurus demon, the 4 Taurus demon? No, it is not. It looks kind of like it. I like the enemy design in this game. I think they look awesome. The problem, one huge problem that a lot of reviewers bring up and is 100% valid, is this game's enemy variety is balls. It is really bad. Like, within the first, I'd say, 4 to 5 stages of the game, you've seen every non-boss enemy type in the game. It's really, really bad. That's a major flaw that I hope they fix for the second game. Anyway, hold on. Let me see if I remember how to do this. God damn it. Why is that not working now? Is it just F2? No. I'm trying to get it to... hold on, let me check something real quick because it's going to drive me nuts that I can't remember how to do this. I'm trying to remember where that even is. Like, there's a way to set hotkeys for the different scenes. You know what? Screw it. I'll just do it manually for now. Alright, let's watch the cutscene. This is a pretty cool cutscene. Kitty, don't get mad at this cutscene.
are you?
A foreigner? Your skill against Oni is impressive.
As is your skill with English.
My name is Hanzo Hattori. And you are?
Call me William. I'm here in pursuit of someone.
An enemy, perhaps? Hunting a person down in a strange land will not be easy. If you lend me your strength in fighting Oni, I will help you in return. Well then.
Can
Dawn
I?
is breaking. Come.
Yes, his name is Hanzo, so I automatically hate him, of course. That is 100% the truth. He's got a kitty clock. I wonder if that's how the whole cat clock thing got started. Because my understanding of that, because like when I first saw that, I was like, what the hell? Like, why is he pulling a cat out of his vest? Like, apparently, again, I don't know if this is true. I just heard it somewhere. But I heard, like, in Japan, ancient Japan, they used to use cats to kind of tell the time, like something to do with the way their eyes were, like how wide or narrow their eyes were at the time. I don't know.
この国では今、二人の侍が歯を競っておる。一人は秀吉様を継いだ石田三成殿。もう一人は我が主君、徳川家康様。わしは家康様から西国大名たちの調略を任され、この九州へ参ったのだ。ウィリアム、近頃巷には地味猛量が出没し、大名たちは手を焼いておる。鬼を切るその腕を売り込めば調略の好機となろう。案ずるな。あやかし騒ぎを追えばお主の仇も現れよう。まずは家康様に近しい隣国豊前の官兵衛殿のもとに参ろう。
Is which thing horde speak? Isle of Demons, got some items, cool. Hitsori Himorogi fragment lets you leave the area. Let's do the dojo stuff real quick, because I think that unlocks some stuff, and it's really easy. It's just very basic tutorial-y type stuff. The only thing we know in the Horde is for the Horde! That's it. Alright. I'll 420 blaze it through this part. Smoke a bowl, everybody, etc. Y'all know I'm down with the Chronic. I like how they teach you this stuff, like, after. I mean, I think you would actually have started here if I'd have chose to start the tutorial. But it still seems weird that they do this after the prison level. It's like they do the tutorial twice. I mean, I don't really have, given how complicated the game can be, I don't really have too much of an issue with that. But it's just kind of odd. It's kind of like the beginning of the game shows you how to do stuff, but then they show you how to do that same stuff again. Well, I mean, and to be fair, like, this is a more controlled environment. Do I need to do it multiple times, or do I need to maybe have to guard once? But yeah, during that first stage, you're kind of like trying to figure out in an actual stage. This gives you a little bit of a easy way to try her out. This game is fantastic, though. So anybody who's watching this who even remotely liked Dark Souls or Bloodborne, I very strongly suggest it. Like, it's, to me, it is far superior. I mean, there's definitely things that are better in Dark Souls. Like, I think the story is much more interesting. I think I also like the one contiguous world better than having a bunch of disconnected maps in Dark Souls. I think that's a lot. It gives the world a lot more feeling. And just generally, the world maps were a bit better. But as far as gameplay, like Nioh, it's not even close. Like it's it's night and day. Night and day. And it's, like I say, and it blows my mind that some people are like, oh, I actually heard people say, oh, you know, actually I think, you know, Bloodborne and Nioh, they're just different types. Nioh's not really better. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, yeah, the cat's back. All right. I keep trying it, but it keeps not working. Here's your damn cat. Oh, hold on. Let me... Look, Kenny, look at this over here. Wow, this is me not messing with the camera at all. Look, keep looking. Okay. Good job, Kitty. Hi, Kitty, you're so smart. She's an idiot. Alright, so this is telling you how to do the yokai realm prepper. Oh my god, controller. If I move, like if I set the controller down, it's like, screw you. But I've got a bunch of micro USB cables, so I'll, after this stream, I'll try to, I'm probably going to stream like another 20-ish minutes. But after the stream, I'll try to remember to swap the cable out. Come on, there we go. So, the yokai realm thing, that, as you can see, my stamina goes up a lot slower, like way slower. But if you do a max key pulse while you're standing in it, it will clear it out. I'll just leave the zombie here. Let the new guys deal with it. Oh, I'd love to watch Tally play Dark Souls. That would be amazing. But you never know, you might like it. I bugged a coworker of mine, Chris, forever to play it. Like, even ever since Dark Souls 1, I was like, oh, you gotta try it. Like, give it a chance. No, I don't like those types of games that are, like, over-the-top difficult and da-da. I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, people overstate how difficult the game is. And that's not, like, to trick you into playing it. Like, I honestly don't... I think it's more... I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I think it's more punishing than difficult. Anyway, finally, I forget how he finally got to try... I was right. I got him to try... Oh my god, are you shitting me? Really? I finally got him to try Bloodborne. And he kind of liked it. But Bloodborne is the hardest of all the Dark Souls games from. Like, I would say without question, because of the lack of being able to block, especially if you haven't played any of those games before. Not being able to block at all and having to rely entirely on dodge, I feel is pretty darn rough for a newcomer. So he did well, but he ended up... I can't switch. There we go. But he ended up kind of giving up on that one. But he was interested enough that he ended up getting Dark Souls 3. Because I told him, I was like, well, if you're going to pick one, pick up Dark Souls 3. Because Dark Souls 3 is the easiest of the Dark Souls games, but it's still fun. Like, it's still enjoyable. And he's loved it. Like, he loves Dark Souls 3. Like, he's bought it on both console and PC. He's beat it once on PS3. He's going through it again on console. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, God. And with the controller is terrible. But I do like watching them get decapitated with arrows. But I will also say this, and he now agrees with me. that once you've kind of played games like that, Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Nioh, I think it does. Am I setting an item shortcut now? It does actually make you better at other types of games. Like there is crossover. Because you just kind of, you learn like fundamental skills while you're playing games like that. Now obviously if you don't care about that kind of thing, then you know, then it doesn't matter. But it's just, I don't know, it's just very satisfying because you see yourself getting better at the game, and it's not just because you're getting better items and weapons. It's because you're learning like to look out for things. You're learning how to react to certain situations better. It's just very, very, very rewarding. No, she cannot learn fundamental skills. The cat cannot learn anything. She's like got her eyes like halfway open with her head against the thing. I think this probably teaches you how to use magic. Like that, I mean, when I first started playing, the first stage, the first boss, all that, like I had a hell of a time. These are the items that give you ninja skill points. Use skill points to learn a skill, okay. What weapon do I have? A sword. Oop. So we go here. Oh, I mean, wait, what? You didn't even give me any skill points. Oh, you gave me ninja skill points. My bad. I don't really like the shuriken, but it doesn't really matter. I think we lose these as soon as this is over anyway. And we go. Oh, right. We do that here. Yeah, I do love my RPG, my MMOs. That's faux shizzle. My nizzle grizzle. Bedizzle. Those are words. Let's see. I know I do actually like some ninjutsu stuff. Like there's an explosive that leaves a cloud of poison. That's really good. That's one of my favorite ninja skills. I heard somebody yelling. Oh, here we go. There's caltrops basically. Oh wait, did I not? There we go. Oh, that just keeps them from using ranged weapons. Not really all that useful. Oh, cut his arm off with a ninja star. Badass. Later, Tally. Yeah, MMOs, I gotta, like, luckily I'm in a phase now where I'm not really dying to play any MMOs. But that won't last. I always go through a phase at least once every year or two or so where I'm like, I've got to play some MMO. I got to play at least one MMO. And sometimes that's not enough. I'm like, I want to play a couple. Oh, we got ninja attire. That's pretty cool. All right. So you have 2 missions to go to. Oh, yeah. Death to Bandits or Deep in the Shadows. One interesting thing this game does is that like when you finish a mission for an area, a lot of times there'll be 1 or more missions that open up in that same area, but it'll be slightly different. Like the enemies will be in different places. You'll start from a different location, so they reuse the same map sometimes, but I haven't really found it to be a big problem so far. Blade and Soul, yeah, I kind of got into that one, but like it's just so PvP based. I was like, yeah, I can't stay interested. Let's at least start Death to Bandits. I don't think this is a very long one, so we could probably knock this one out. I think this one starts you at the end where the boat is, and then you come back around to where the start was on the other one. One of the best things about having this on PC is with having a freaking SSD drive. It loads so much faster. Alright, let's double check our weapons. We got that. We have a purple. Oh, it actually does less damage. That's interesting. Soul matching cost reduction. That's interesting. Increased damage consecutive attacks. So it does lower base damage, but if I keep attacking, it does more. We'll keep the one we have for now, because I'm not going to use it much anyway. I'm just kind of using it to show it off. I don't think there's any Kodama on this stage. Oh man, Black Desert Online I loved. I love Black Desert, but again, it was too much grinding at the high end, and also too much PvP crap. Like, I don't care about PvP like at all. Like, I just want to. Like, MMO PvP is just never not bad. And buff up. Clean out that pollution there. Oh, we do not want to knock him into the water, because he will lose all the items, and that's not what we really want. I saw he dropped the purple scout item, but oddly enough, scout is medium armor, I think. Oh no, it is not. My bad. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm just gonna pick whatever has the highest armor for the time being. I don't really care. We got better pants. Oh, those are equipped. Never mind. Some armor doesn't have it listed whether it's light or not, which is kind of weird. I don't quite understand. Like, this is light, but it doesn't have it. It's not listed as light. So I don't know if there's an actual difference or what, but it does have a lot more armor. So let's go with that. Oh, those damn birds. Oh my god. All right, let's get out of here. We'll hit the shrine again too, just to replenish our magic. Guild Wars 2, I don't know. Like, I even played Guild Wars 2 in a high-end guild, like a high-end PvP guild, and I didn't really enjoy it that much. I think part of my problem was that they're pirates that can't swim. Brilliant. But part of my problem was, I think, my class. I played an engineer, and I found it to be fairly boring. This is the ooh, hello. The high stance of this weapon, by the way, whatever it's called. That one you can see has pretty darn good damage, or range. Also a nice knockout animation. Where's that damn archer? There he is. I don't know what keeps healing me. Oh, I think it's something to do with this weapon. Hold on, let me check something. What the hell? I wonder how it's healing me. Life recovered by final blow, 82. That's new. I mean, that effect is not new, but the fact that it gives you a healing over time. Because I know it used to be like, okay, no, that's not it. It's got to be an item we're wearing. Oh, excuse me. This is what it was. Hold on. Grants the specified bonus when you absorb Amrita. Oh, so every time I get Amrita with this helmet on, I get a heal over time. Holy shit. That's insane. I might not ever take this helmet off ever. That's ridiculously good. Alright, I'm going to guess this is blocked off. Yeah, those crows do sound like cats in heat. I don't know how accurate it is. Alright, switch it back to my normal weapon. Oh, and one thing you can do is, like, if you have a weapon type that you don't really like, but you still want to get an item's familiarity up, you can equip it in your offhand slot, I guess you could call it, and it will still gain familiarity, as long as your main hand weapon is maxed. See, there's a lot of just tons of little details like that to this game. Alright. Let's go see if he had tonfas. Alright. Let's verify that this door is locked. Yep. It's super locked. We could drop down over there, but I don't like to drop down in areas where there's enemies. Oh, hey, how you doing? You didn't want to die. Alright, let's go ahead and level up. We will go with skill. Oh, we have 2 points. Nice. Next, we're probably going to do magic. To increase, especially to increase our max spells that we can wield. These dead torches are too bright. They blind me. Can't see shit. Speaking of, do you have any new skills we can pick up with a taunt? Oh, we have 6 points. So let's use that. That looks pretty sexy. Let's try that. LB plus X, okay. That one might be okay. Okay, so that's high stance. Two-tier kick. Usually kicks do a good amount of stamina damage, but these weapons do a decent amount anyway, so... let's go with the high stance one. Alright. So the high stance one. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Alright. Hey, big guy. Hey. Yeah, the problem with the magic build in this game... Oops. I actually did not mean to do that. A little bit overkill for that guy. Looking for other enemies. Damn it. Where'd you go? Oh, hey. Hey. Found you. Garacked. Yeah, the problem with the magic build in this game, long story short, is that you've only really got 8 slots, 7 if you actually want to be able to heal with elixirs. So you can only have a max of 8 spells available at all, which I mean is actually a decent amount to be fair, but there's so many magic spells, or like magic and ninjutsu. Like I feel like you will sort of be losing out. And again, even as I say that, yeah, 8 is still a lot. To be fair. But I do think it could be interesting. I just don't know how good it would be. I don't know if they ever nerfed it, but I do know that, okay, yeah, so this is, okay, that's what it was. So if the name is in white, like this guy's name is in white, that means that's a player. If it's red, it's a dev. Damn, a lot of these guys got cut down by Rogue. I think Rogue is that big dude we just killed. Those guys are. You two just stand there and stare at each other. Anything else, boss? Nope, that's it. Get some. Anybody got some sweet tauntauns? Oh, I heard you. Oh. Range guy? Yeah, we're gonna butter your bread. Shit. Okay. Oh, God. There we go. I love how much a headshot does. And I like the fact it decaps. Just like Fable. Oh, man, I cannot get over how good that heal over time is. Oh, this is a big one. Sort of. Cut down to size. Less slots in ESO. Like, what do you mean? Like character slots in Elder Scrolls Online? Kick that down. I don't see anything up there. We don't have to worry about Kodamas again for this stage because there are none. We'll see that healing over time noise will get annoying. Again, avoiding the hole in the roof. Oh, we don't need to kick this down because there's no fire anymore. This town's got some serious problems. Shit on fire one day, being attacked by pirates the next. Hello. Good God. He just got smeared across the wall there. Oh, ability slots? Yeah, you have a very limited amount in Elder Scrolls. Ooh, let's do this. Like how I missed it first. That was cool. I'll loot this guy. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be the worst negative about this thing is hearing that constant wow, wow. But the fact that it's a free heal over time is really, really good. I don't think I ever saw that as a ability when I played. Can I get up there? I'm gonna guess the ladders aren't down. Probably. Nope, that ladder's broken. Okay, that's fine. Now, see, of course, as you've learned from Dark Souls, if you see an enemy just standing out in the middle of the open, or like an item, you know it's a trap. So he doesn't kill the big guys, but I mean, it still did like 80% of his freaking health. Get some. He's like, I'm gonna get him when he comes around here. Oh, that little bitch! You see him dodge? Dodge that asshole. Oh, and every time you get Amrita, even if the buff is going, it refreshes it. Oh, nice. Oh man, I am in love with these weapons. Sacred water. There's a ton of usable items in this game too. It's ridiculous. Like consumables. Holy shit, it's nuts. Like stuff to, and that this guy's got, let's go ahead and summon this guy. He's got the new giant sword. I saw somebody using it on a stream. I wasn't that crazy about it. Looked a little too slow for my liking. Which I say that. Ooh, bitch. Nope. Oh, you asshole. Got a little too aggressive. We can skip a lot of that. A little too aggressive there. Because I was just kind of just like, alright, let's get this guy killed. Come on, asshole. Hey, come on. Hurry up. I know you're out there with the archers, prick. Archer out. We'll shoot one of the other guys too, just to keep them down. Because I don't want to get too much of a hurry that we get killed again. Not that if we lost those souls, it wouldn't be a big deal, but. Oh my god, are you shitting me? He was like against the wall. And you still missed? Come on now. You're bullshitting me. You are bullshitting me on that one. That was some bullshit, and take my rage out on you. But yeah, Black Desert Online I loved. Just because there was so much to do. Like, aside from fighting. Like, you could work on your trade skills. You could go around this way. You could. I still love this guy. Thinks he's gonna be cute. You could like work on your your trading or your workers or whatever, getting all the worker stuff set up. Tame horses. Such an asinine amount of stuff to do in that game. Oh, that one guy's not still there? Oh, that sucks. I want to get one of the, I mean, we probably actually do already have one of those weapons, to be fair. But I want to get my revenge on that little NPC shit. One MMO that I'm always wanting to go back to is EverQuest 2. I really like EverQuest 2. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. I mean, it's definitely dated. The graphics are definitely very dated. How you doing? Coming through the boxes at you. Graphic-wise, but like I don't know. It's one of those games that there's just a ton of stuff to do. Like if you want a game that has stuff other than go to here, go do quests, level, repeat a million times. Like, it's really good about that. I hate that you can't... See, this is supposed to be, I think, a marathon run where the idea is, like, the enemies aren't too tough, but you have to go pretty far, and there's no checkpoints or anything. Jesus. Good God. He's like, I don't have a chance to attack. You keep swinging them dang things at me. He's a redneck, apparently. Redneck samurai. Very common. But yeah, EverQuest 2. The other big thing I liked about EverQuest 2 that I think is... Well, I mean, like, these are two things that are kind of the same to me. But one, I like that any race could be any class. At least I think that's still the case. It used to be. But yeah, like if you wanted a troll bard or like gnome shadow knight, then you could do that. The other thing is that they had a huge number of races that were actually somewhat like different. They weren't just like human and taller skinny human with pointy ears and very short human. Like there was actual interesting variation. Like the ogres and trolls looked pretty neat. They had a rat race. Like the ogres and the trolls are like big and brutish looking. They had like a fairy race. Or fae as they were called, I guess. I guess I could see it being repetitive, but I mean it's been a long time since I played, so hard to say. Man, these weapons, I'm serious. They feel so good. Also, too, if you're somebody who's watching, like if Patrick considers playing this game since he's the only one still here, or if you're watching the videos of this, I definitely would suggest fighting these revenants, especially early on. One, it gives you good practice. It gives you semi-decent Amrita as well. That's an interesting move. So if I dodge backwards and then use a heavy attack, it does like that. So like if I'm in high stance and I do a high attack, it just kind of does a forward thing. But if I dodge backwards and then do it, wait, you're not doing it now. Maybe I have to have somebody targeted. I'll try it again. But he was like doing a forward jump. Maybe it's because I was holding forward? No? Yeah, I think EverQuest 2 is free to play now. I'm pretty sure it is. Hi guys, what's up? What you laughing at, bitch? Yeah, they did. Okay, so you had to have somebody targeted, but if you dodge backwards and then, whoops, dodge backwards and then do a heavy attack, he does that. Nice. See, always learning something new. Always learning something new. It is free to play. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been trying to not get back into MMOs too much. The main reason, honestly, is just because channel-wise, they don't... it's kind of funny. MMOs have a long tail, which means that like they don't necessarily get me a lot of views up front, but over time they tend to do pretty good. Which your typical single player game does not do that, right? So like for example, Nioh. Nioh is probably like the original series. Like most of my views are probably going to be gotten up front because most people aren't randomly looking for Nioh videos, 3 years after the game's out. But MMOs, it's not as necessarily the case. Jesus, did you have to like put your face forward when you did that? Was that necessary? Use my electricity debuff. 1, just for the hell of it, and 2, because it looks badass. Wait, is it an item? Nope, I think it was just my stabs. My lightning buff. Sorry, I'm switching the camera around a lot. Trying not to. But to be fair, most MMOs are time hogs. But anyway, yeah, viewership-wise, they do tend to have a long tail. Like, I still get people randomly commenting on, hell, on DC Online videos I made 4 years ago. Damn it, did not mean to do that. I gotta stop fat fingering that. Anybody else? Anybody else? His head came off. Oh, Terra. Oh my god. Terra's probably got the best combat of any MMO that I've ever played. Like, Black Desert Online had interesting combat, but the problem is that the mobs were so brain-dead stupid that it just got boring. And that's one thing, and Terra might be this way now, but I'll tell you one thing I am totally 100% over in MMOs is just like getting a bunch of mobs all together and then just like killing them like 10, 20 or whatever at a time. I am so over that. Like at first it was cool. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Like I'm super powerful. Look at me. But now it's kind of like, I want to fight tougher mobs. I don't want to fight a dozen like weak mobs that don't give me any kind of a threat whatsoever. It's just boring. I'm keeping an eye on Pantheon. I'm also being very skeptical of Pantheon. Hello. I got you a chance to get up. That's all you got. The Pantheon could be good. It just depends. Like it's being headed up by Brad McQuaid, the guy who did EverQuest, the original EverQuest. And while I enjoyed my time with EverQuest 1, I think people hold it way too high up as far as reverence of like, oh, we should do this in MMOs again. It's like, no. EverQuest had a lot of really shitty things. Like, it didn't just make the game more challenging, it was making it also tedious as balls. I just want to see how long it takes them to get back to me. But it just, a lot of stuff that made it really tedious. The trick, of course, is trying to find that halfway point. How do we make the game challenging, and how do we make it so that, doing stuff actually feels like an accomplishment without making it just tedium, like boring tedium. And that's going to be the trick. That's what I'm going to be interested in finding out if they can figure out. And I'm not 100% sure. The problem, I think, is that there is definitely that very vocal group of people who played EverQuest back in the day, and like I think like these people are like literal masochist is self, like they like it when they hurt. Sadist is when you hurt somebody else, right? I always get them mixed up. Pretty sure that's the way it works. Anyway, they're like literal masochists. They like love, oh yeah, I love a 5-hour corpse run. That's super fun and challenging. Like they don't understand the difference between something that's challenging versus something that's just tedious as hell. This is the guy we're supposed to kill, by the way. Oh, that's him, actually. Target him, please. Thank you. Still alive? There we go. Fixed his wagon. But yeah, like the people who just like who want this, like, you know, travel should take days to get from one spot to another in real time. And, you know, if you make a single mistake, you've got to make a corpse run that takes 2 hours, and like all this just boring, tedious shit. Like I don't even necessarily mind a corpse run, maybe. Like I'm not even like violently opposed to it. But I don't think it adds much to the game. I don't think it's like this game is better because it's got a corpse run. But I don't know. It could be interesting. But yeah, check it out. It's Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, I think is the full name. I think it has promise. I talked to one of the developers at TwitchCon. I'm going to see if I can't get into like an alpha build. Because like right now, like if you back them or like basically early access type of deal, if you back them, you can get into like the pre-alpha or the early alpha, whatever. But like it's pretty expensive. Like it's a few $100s, I think. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that. But the problem is, I don't know if they would even let people like me in just yet, because he said there'll probably be an NDA on it, so I couldn't stream it or I couldn't talk about what I did and didn't like and stuff. So they might not be opening it up to folks yet, but I might email that guy and see, like, once it starts, see if I can't get in, so at least I can start learning the game, giving feedback. Again, I obviously couldn't talk about it if it was an NDA, but it could be interesting nonetheless. Let's go ahead and level up to... Next, we're going to do magic. Oh, wow. We got 3 levels from that. Nice. What is that? Increases our Nioh magic capacity by 4. See, that's not even that much. But yeah, I mean, long-term build on this, by the way, and then we're going to kind of wrap up. I want to talk about Pantheon a little bit more. And actually, I'll probably kill it for YouTube, since they might not want to hear about this. But anyway, yeah, as far as Nioh goes, going forward... Again, I can't decide. I either might start, either keep skill going up. I also might start putting up some strength, because we don't need it yet, but strength allows you to wear heavier armor. And even though we want to stick with light armor, as you progress in the game, the light armor, all the armor, I think, gets heavier. So you pretty much, even if you don't want to wear heavy armor, unless you want to wear stuff from like the beginning of the game, you need to up your strength at least a little bit. So... we might do strength, but we'll probably wait on that. We'll probably wait. I don't think we really need more armor just yet. The beginning of the game, this first area, this whole first map is not too bad. Once we start getting the second map and whatnot, it's going to start ramping up. So... Or no, wait, it's stamina that does that. Affects and how much weight. Oh, okay, I think both stamina and strength affect how much you can carry, but one of them does it more than the other. I think strength is more. But anyway, as far as long-term, probably mostly magic and skill. Skill for the damage of the whatever weapon it is I'm using, and then magic. Just to try something different. I want to try more magic spells and whatnot. And again, but the problem is you can't unlock a lot of the magics, advanced magic stuff until you've gotten far enough in the game to do more of the dojo missions, which again is kind of shitty. But that's why I might focus on skill for a while. But anyway, for YouTube folks, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Again, just to be clear, I don't plan on doing a full playthrough of this game. I'm trying it out. I love Nioh, so any chance to pick this game up and play it again, I'm down with. I'm totally hooked again. I'll say that. Like, I'm definitely hooked back into it, especially with these new weapons. Trying these new weapons, I really like these weapons a lot. And I'm really just enjoying going through again. And it could be fun trying a more magic heavy build than I did last time. But again, please do not expect a full playthrough. It might happen, but I think chances of that are fairly slim, to be fair. But if you would like to encourage more playing of Nioh, make sure to come to the streams if you can. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And that will definitely encourage me to play it a bit more. But anyway, YouTube folks, thank you guys for watching. Again, leave comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay.